Hello, do you ever find yourself with too many scraps and not sure what to do with them? I have you covered. This is Stash Stories, a fun quilting project, an improv way to use your scraps. My name is Katie, creative and owner of Zomco, and I'm going to share a fun way for you to use your scraps and tell a story. Let's review the supply list. We have fabric scraps, any size, background fabric, batting. You'll need some Elmer's glue, iron and pressing surface. I like to use like a wool mat. Sewing machine, threads, a variety of weight and colors is always fun. Quilting ruler, scissors, binding fabric, and a quilt label for the end. Please refer to the blog post for a comprehensive list of the supply list with details. Okay, let's dive in. First, we're going to pull all your scraps. So let's start digging in your stash, gathering fabrics that connect to your theme. My theme is summer adventures. So again, I'm looking for prints that remind me of the sunny days and my road trips and moments outdoors. Also at this time, make sure you look for background fabric. Details are in the blog post. Then we're going to start cutting and collaging. And here, my biggest tip is just to kind of overcut, over prepare. Again, this is improv, which I am not the best at, but it is really fun. And the way I kind of help myself is I just kind of overcut. Let's prepare the smaller motifs. So here I have a double layer of fabric. I know I want this to be placed in that manner, so I'm going to go ahead and get these ready. By doing so, I'm going to use glue. So I'm going to lightly place glue on here, tack everything down, and use an iron to hold it together and make sure it's dry. I do like to smear the glue, that way it's not blobby. Also, I would have to say this is too much glue. Don't use the glue that I'm using here. It was kind of a lot for these small pieces, so learn from me on that. If you have bigger pieces and you know you're going to use them, light steam a seam is a great tool as well. I didn't use that for this project because it was very improv. I wasn't sure what I was going to end up with. So I kind of overcut, like I mentioned. And then as I arranged on the background fabric, which you'll see here in a moment in the video, I just didn't want to waste a lot of that product. So I used the Elmer's glue, and just washable Elmer's glue I think works best and not a stick in this situation. Now the fun part of collaging. So apologize that this video is blurry, but I wanted to show you in 10 seconds. So this actually took about 6 or 7 minutes. Just kind of my thought process and how I'm collaging. So I have layer on layer of different motifs. Again, just having fun with it. So this part, you just kind of work with it until you're happy. I kind of stepped away after working on it a while and came back. And when you get to a point of you are satisfied with your collage, then I'm going to start gluing. So again, just use some Elmer's glue, lightly tap the corners. Note that underneath this background fabric, I do have that wool mat because I will press it, and then this way I don't have to move it around. So maybe do this on your ironing space or ironing board space, or if you have like the wool mat. So I just continue glue every single piece. And again, this is where, because I already did the double layers, I help myself out. Then we're going to press it. I have an Aliso iron, which I absolutely love. So I am just pressing them down, and this just kind of helps you get ready for when we quilt it. Basting time. Luckily, it's a small project, so not a big deal. I like to spray base and use this 505. I just gently spray it. I don't use pins just because the thickness and the layers and everything. And I want to call out that my batting is a bamboo blend batting, which I really like for any kind of hand project. So this is like a mix of, I'll do hand and machine quilting. So lightly spray and flatten out, and then I turn it over and you can see my backing fabric that I use. And again, just fold over half, spray, and then if it's not sticking, right now I'm spraying the batting, but if it's not sticking, try to spray the fabric itself. It's usually a really good tip. Pick out some thread together. So you know my love of Aurifil. I also have a love for their color 2311. It's muslin. It comes in a variety of sizes. So this is one of the reasons why I'm just so obsessed with this kind of project, is because I get to use a lot of different weight of thread. So I'm using 50 weight, 12 weight, and 8 weight. The 50 weight and the 12 weight I'm actually going to put through my machine, and then the 8 weight I'm going to do by hand. So I just made, which you can't see, but I made one straight line down the center with a ruler to make sure I'm like semi-straight, and then just kind of did an improv matchstick, if you will, quilting throughout this. So not going to be the most perfect straight lines, but that's okay. I think it flows really well with the busyness of the motifs and everything that this brings. So again, I did straight lines just down, or as straight as humanly possible, with a lot with my 50 weight, and then I put the 12 weight thread in the machine. If you are having troubles with the 12 weight thread through your machine, then I would just try a heavier weight in the bobbin. So I would try like a 40 weight in the bobbin and then see how that works for you. I want to demo what it's like to use 12 weight in your machine. So if you're not familiar, again, I love Aurifil. This is Aurifil brand. It is cotton made out of Italy, and their 12 weight is it's just their medium weight. So it is definitely going to be the thickest that I use through my machine. But it's so fun. Here, I'll show you what it looks like here in a second. But tips for using it, I just go slow. And like I said, I use a thicker thread in my bobbin. So I use like 40 weight in my bobbin and then 12 weight on the top. And I just think it looks delicious and beautiful and adds some extra flavor and texture to your projects. And I think this being like a smaller project is a great chance to like kind of get used to it. Lastly, I added my all-time favorite hand stitches. So these are some big modern stitches, mainly because it's really thick fabric. So right here is just the normal quilt sandwich with the 2 pieces of fabric and batting. So I'm able to get a few stitches on my thread before I pull through. If you're curious, I am using the 8 weight thread from Aurifil, and I'm using a size 1 needle. It's definitely thicker and it's a longer needle, so I can put some more stitches on it. But as I get through the motifs, and at some point, you're going through the quilt sandwich plus 2, sometimes 3 motifs. That little fox is also a flannel fabric, so extra thickness, fun for texture, but yeah, so in these areas, just feel free to do 1 stitch at a time. And again, I'm doing bigger stitches. I know that there's just no way I can do small stitches with this thickness of fabric, and I just like the look and feel of it. I hope you liked making stash stories with me. This is the end of my project. I did the binding after I trimmed. Wasn't really a big fan of how I trimmed, but did my binding, and it's a bigger, like placemat size kind of. Also, fun way to make this is in a postcard. So much smaller to deal with, really fun. I put a hard piece of like cardstock on the back, and you can even mail it, stamp it. Fun little quilt project for a quilt friend.